Hey guys, Quantum Light here. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on my Photon Galaxy deck, the TCG version as well as the OCG version. Now I know I said I'd be doing a deck profile for the OCG version, you know, with the Galaxy Soldier build. I know I said I'd be doing a deck profile on that via DN or YGO Pro, and trust me, I'm just as impatient as you are because earlier this week my computer got infected with the virus, and because of that, while I was trying to do that deck profile, because you know I'm still trying to get the hang of it with the whole camera and trying to reflect it, you know, the screenshot and everything, of course, which led to the virus being infected on my computer while I was trying to install the software. I mean, I guess I could do it on YGO Pro on my phone. Yeah, take a look at that right there. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can take a good look at it. But as I've said, I'm just as impatient as you guys are, and I know a lot of my subscribers have been asking for this, and again, I'm just as impatient as you are. I want to get it done and over with as soon as possible, but I'm still getting the hang of it. The TCG version, on the other hand, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update on how that is going so far. Originally, this was going to be a deck profile, but you know, I've already done one, I've done two, and you know, that should be more than enough. I want my third one to be the best one, which is the OCG build, okay? And besides, like, there was really not much of a difference in the build right now, so doing a deck profile will be a little bit unnecessary. But still, I know how much you guys love these Photon Galaxy discussions that I do, and trust me, I love doing them for you guys. This one seemed a little unnecessary, so because of that, I wanted to give you this update in the form of a message, as well as, yeah, a message to all Photon Galaxy players out there. Now, with the first two deck profiles that I did, I was very appreciative with your suggestions and all your ideas as well, and because of that, I wanted to give a little back. This is where my recommendations are going to come in handy. Now, this video might seem a little unnecessary as well, but keep in mind, the very little changes that I did do, they're pretty big in this scenario here. And I feel that they're actually worth talking about here, especially since the ban list has already been effective for like, what, maybe like 2 weeks now? So with that said, let's get started. Okay, starting with the monster lineup, I bumped to 3 already Photon Crusher. One half of the Photon Engine, as well as the only other Photon outside of Thrasher to be the only one useful in the deck, with Satellite coming in at a close second, and Cerberus coming in at a very close third. Now I can't go into too much detail with Crusher, at least right now. As I'm going to go on, I will, but as for right now, all I can say is that he replaced the Debris Dragon, so as far as anyone goes, and this is just a suggestion, you don't really have to take it seriously, this is just my suggestion to you guys. If you guys are still running a Debris Dragon in there, you might want to take it out. If you're already running 2 Crushers in them, I want to take out that Debris Dragon and add in the 3rd Crusher, and you'll see why in a minute. Same thing with trading. Now, I ran this thing at 3, I ran it at 2, it went back and forth between 2 and 3, and as I said it before, and I know a lot of you guys feel the same way, we hate drawing into the Galaxy as Dragon. Now, I've seen Galaxy builds, and a lot of them don't really run Thrasher and Crusher, and I'm talking about TCG-wise. So, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. This is only going to apply if you're using the Photon Engine. Not necessarily if you're just using the 3 main Galaxy cards, as well as a number of Guardian of Orders. I understand that if you're running that many level 8s, maxing out on trading is a good plan. But right now, I'm dealing with the Photon Engine. You know, I just wanted to let you guys know on that real quick, while I'm in the middle of this discussion here. I'm pretty sure in my first deck profile, I had trading at 3, but in my last one, I know I had it at 2. While running 3 does seem like a great idea, except for when you're running the 7th one, because, you know, you don't want to draw into that. I do recommend it at 3, though. Maxing out on trading is, you know, better safe than sorry, because, again, level 8s do clog, especially in this deck. But the main strategy that I'm going to be talking to you guys about this entire discussion video leads up to one thing in particular, although I'm pretty sure all you guys have figured this out by now. So if you're running the Photon Engine, I suggest taking out that 3rd trade-in and adding in this. That's right, guys, ROTA. ROTA is now back to 2. Now, ROTA may not be as good as it was back then, back during the time when 6 Sams ruled a couple formats here and there. But now that it is back at 2, it's helping a lot of other decks that revolve around Warriors in order to help them out just a little bit more. Matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, the only meta deck that I know that does run ROTA still at 1 are Evil Swarms, because, you know, running 2 Rotos with only 3 targets is really consistent. So as much as I like to have draw power cards, I would love to have a lot more searchers, especially with the fact that the only searcher that we have for this deck so far, you know, aside from Photon Lizard, is really good, has more than one effect, but it takes up a normal summon. So in comes that 2nd ROTA. You get to search for the Thrasher, you get to search for the Crusher, and the Thrasher and Crusher for days. Also, I quickly want to point out that I took out Maestroke and replaced it with Heartland Draco. I prefer Heartland Draco over Maestroke because, not really a first turn thing, but the first turn thing or second turn thing kind of goes with over here. Now, the reason Galaxion is a little bit more relevant right now is mainly due to this one strategy that I'm pretty sure a lot of us already figured out, because you know this strategy is as old as time itself. This strategy that I like to call the Prime Galaxion OTK. For those of you who don't know what the Prime Galaxion OTK is, it goes like this. You Special Thrasher, your normal Crusher, you know, just get rid of the spell and trap stuff. Yeah, and that might be effective towards this OTK. So you Special Thrasher, your normal Crusher, you overlay for Galaxion, you detach and Special Summon Galaxy Eyes. You activate Expedition as well, and you bring out either another Dragon or another Knight. Next, you overlay for Prime Photon Dragon, and you attack. Also, while you're attacking, while you're doing that, it goes up by 200 for each rank every Exceed monster has on the field, including your opponents. And sometimes it might not even have anything on the field, but it doesn't really matter. Like, usually it's just going to be Galaxion and Prime attacking directly, so it's still good overall. Now, the reason why I'm bringing Galaxion a lot more into this right now is because this is where I'm having kind of second thoughts. This is where I'm questioning a little bit. I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide amongst yourselves. This is where there really is no right or wrong answer. You can either run one Galaxion or two, because I love going into Galaxion and Prime, going for that OTK, but shh, don't let Konami know about it, because you know they have a habit of screwing this deck over. We already got ROTA back to 2. We don't want to screw this up now. I mean, take a look at Pot of Avarice. When you guys are running a Galaxion, if you're running it at 1, that's okay, because I'm running it at 1 as well, but have a second one in there just in case. If you feel like you want to bump it up to 2, then feel free to do so, and if it does well for you, then get back to me on it. Also, I forgot to point this out. If you're running that third Crusher, like, you know, this is another one that I'm going to leave up to you guys as well. Even though I'm running Crusher at 3, you can either run that third Crusher, or you can take it out for a Masked Chameleon. So that right there are my little suggestions for you guys, for all you Photon Galaxy players out there. Get into consideration, because you never know what might succeed and what can help you out in the long run. You know, this is what's going to help us through until Soldier gets over here. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks a lot for being patient, even though I'm being extremely impatient, until I bring out my OCG Galaxy Photon deck profile on YGO Pro. But hey, you know what they say, good things are worth waiting for. Also, stay tuned for later on my channel, because remember that little project that I said I would do that involves something at the end of that one video discussion, why they don't see play Galaxy Tyranno? I want to go check that out in case you forgot. So yeah, that little project I decided to start on just a little bit early, but I'm going to go at it a little bit slow so you guys can at least, you know, be a little entertained. Why They Don't See Play will resume once again next Friday, so be sure to give this video a like, comment, subscribe, as well as share it to all Photon Galaxy players, because I love telling you guys this stuff, as well as other decks, because I really want to give a lot of other rogue decks time to shine, you know? I'll see you guys in the next video. Lights out!